Welcome back to the Debt Sucks Podcast, the place where we cut through the BS and talk straight about your money. I'm Ben Matthews, your financial reality check, and today we're taking a sledgehammer to the biggest money myths and debt traps that keep people broke and freaking out. Get ready, because today we're busting through the financial fairy tales you've been fed and exposing the debt traps designed to keep you stuck. If you're serious about taking control of your money, it's time to unlearn the nonsense and start making moves. Money myths that keep you stuck. The myth of good debt. Oh, you've heard this one. There's good debt and bad debt. Like there's some magical debt fairy that blesses certain loans and curses others. Look, debt can be useful. Buying a house, starting a business. But at the end of the day, debt is still debt. It's money you owe, plus interest, plus stress. A mortgage? Sure, it can build wealth, unless you overpay for a house you can't afford. Student loans? Maybe, but not if you're borrowing six figures for a degree that will never pay off. Good debt? More like less terrible debt. I need a credit card for my credit score. Oh yeah, the lie that credit card companies love to spread. You need a credit card to build credit. Sure, having a credit history matters. But if you're racking up a balance and just paying minimums, guess what? That credit building move is actually just a financial chokehold. There are other ways to build credit. On-time payments for rent, utilities, or a secured credit card that doesn't trap you in a cycle of swiping your way to stress. Debt is just a part of life. But this one, the worst of them all. The idea that debt is just a fact of life like death, taxes, and forgetting your passwords. You don't need to finance every big purchase. You don't have to carry a car loan until the end of time. And you sure as hell don't need a credit card to go out to dinner. People who believe this myth never even try to break free. But you're smarter than that. Let's shatter this nonsense and take back control. Recognizing debt traps. Credit card minimum payments. The never-ending debt trap. So let's talk about credit cards, the little plastic vampires sucking your bank account dry. Minimum payments, that's how they keep you on the hook for years. You think you're making progress, but in reality you're just covering interest while your balance barely moves. It's like trying to drain a swimming pool with a shot glass. A $3,000 balance could take decades to pay off if you stick to the minimums, and you'll end up paying double in interest. The bottom line, the minimum payment is a scam. Pay more or get stuck in debt purgatory. And the great one now. Buy now, pay later. These are the junk food of personal finance. Buy now, pay later plans are everywhere. Your favorite stores practically begging you to split that $80 impulse buy into 4 easy payments. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. These are the donuts of the debt world. One little bite turns into 6, and before you know it, you're juggling a dozen buy now, pay later payments across different apps. And guess what? If you miss one, some fees, more fees, credit hits. Now, instead of cruising, you're crashing, and that small, easy payment plan, it just became another debt trap. How about payday loans and quick cash advances? These are the debt vortex. Payday loans promise you quick cash when you're desperate, but they're financial quicksand. You borrow $500 today, and in 2 weeks you owe $625. Can't pay it off? No worries, they'll just roll it over with more fees. Before you know it, that $500 loan has cost you triple. It's like borrowing money from a loan shark minus the baseball bat. Avoid these at all costs. There are better ways to cover an emergency than signing up for legalized robbery. And title loans, the fastest way to lose your car. Title loans might seem like a quick fix when you're strapped for cash, but trust me, they're the financial equivalent of playing Russian roulette with your ride. You hand over your car title for a few $100, and in return, they slap you with interest rates that would make a mob boss blush, sometimes 300% or more. Can't make a payment? Boom, your car's gone. Now you're broke and walking. These loans are designed to trap you in a cycle of never-ending debt. Avoid them like you avoid that one friend who always forgets their wallet at dinner. Breaking free, tips for avoiding the traps. So here's some strategies. Strategy 1, the 24-hour rule. Because impulse buys are sneaky. Ever walk into Target for one thing and leave with $100 worth of random crap? Yeah, we've all been there. That's why the 24-hour rule is a game changer. Before you drop cash, or worse, swipe the credit card, on something non-essential, wait 24 hours. That gives your brain time to ask, do I actually need this, or am I just hyped up on retail adrenaline? 9 times out of 10, you'll realize you don't even care about it anymore. Boom, money saved. Strategy 2, cash or debit only. Make spending hurt. Swiping a credit card is too easy. It's like playing with Monopoly money. But handing over actual cash, that stings. Using cash or debit forces you to see the money leave your hands in real time, which makes you think twice before buying that third overpriced latte this week. And if you only bring a set amount of cash when you go out, once it's gone, it's gone. No overdrafts, no extra debt, just you making better money moves. Strategy 3, build your shit happens fund. Because life will kick you in the face. Newsflash, life doesn't care about your budget. Your car will break down. Your dog will eat something weird. Your kid will need a last-minute school project. And if you don't have some emergency cash stashed away, guess what? You're reaching for that credit card, or worse, falling into the payday loan trap. That's why you need a shit happens fund. Even $500 can keep you from spiraling into debt when life throws you a curveball. Want the full breakdown? Check out episode 3 where we dig deep into how to build this safety net without eating ramen for a month straight. The Debt Sucks Plan. Getting your money right. The debt check-in. Face the numbers. Own the game. You know that feeling when you avoid checking your bank account because you know it's bad? Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. Part of the Debt Sucks Plan is a quick debt check-in, weekly or monthly, to make sure your money moves are on point. This isn't about doom scrolling through your balances and spiraling into an existential crisis. No, just a simple where am I, what's next. Use the Debt Sucks scoreboard to track your balances and see if you're sticking to the strategy. Whether that's making minimums while stacking your shit happens fund, or gearing up to hit a debt with the pile driver method when you've saved enough. Think of it like checking your GPS on a road trip. Except instead of seeing how many miles until the next gas station, you're making sure you're not driving straight into more debt. Every time you make a smart money move, whether it's knocking out a debt, beefing up your savings, or just knowing where your money is going, you're building money confidence. And trust me, that confidence snowballs. At first, it's like hitting the gym after years on the couch. Awkward, painful, and you kind of want to quit. But over time, you start feeling stronger, making better decisions, and realizing you are the one in control. This isn't about being perfect. It's about making consistent, intentional moves that get you closer to real financial freedom. The bottom line, money stress doesn't disappear overnight, but every step forward is proof that you're not stuck. You're just getting started. Oh, and here's a listener question. Hi, Ben. I'm really excited about the Debt Sucks Plan and ready to tackle our debt, but my partner isn't on board yet. How can I talk to him about this without starting World War III in our house? Great question. Let's borrow some tactics from Chris Voss, the negotiation expert. Start with tactical empathy. Acknowledge your partner's feelings. You might say, it sounds like you're feeling unsure about changing how we handle money. Then mirror their concerns by repeating key phrases they use, like, so you're worried this will mean giving up too much? This shows you're listening. Use open-ended questions like, what would it take for you to feel comfortable giving this a try? And don't forget to label their emotions. It seems like you're overwhelmed by the idea of tackling our debt. And finally, aim for a that's right moment. When they feel heard and understood, they're more likely to engage. Remember, this isn't about winning an argument. It's about creating understanding and partnership. You've got this. Hey, let's get real for a sec. The Debt Sucks plan, it's awesome. It works, but not everyone has the time or the patience to chip away at their financial Mount Everest. Maybe you're drowning right now, like creditors calling your grandma, paycheck gone before it lands, sleepless nights count of drowning. Sound familiar? Listen, you don't have to white knuckle your way through this alone. Instead of spending years battling debt $1 at a time, I've got you. Bankruptcy isn't a failure, it's a fresh start. And sometimes hitting reset is the smartest thing you can do. At my law firm here in South Carolina, we take the time to listen to your story and help you figure out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you. No pressure, no judgment, just straight answers and real solutions. And if you don't live in South Carolina, don't worry. I can connect you with a trusted attorney in your state. Wherever you are, help is closer than you think. So if you're ready to stop the stress and start fresh, visit debtsucks.info to share a little about your situation or call my office for a free consultation. Let's find your path forward together, because sometimes you don't need a plan, you need a damn lifeline. Let me be that lifeline. Let's wrap this up. All right, here's the deal. Don't let money myths, debt traps, or shady title loans keep you stuck in financial quicksand. Set boundaries with your debt, check in on your progress like a boss, and stick to a plan. Whether it's the Debt Sucks plan or something else that keeps you moving forward. The goal? Breaking free without losing your mind or your paycheck to interest payments. Need help? I've got you. If you're ready to make adulting suck a little less and actually get ahead with your money, hit up debtsucks.info. It's packed with free tools, practical strategies, and no BS advice to help you stay on track and finally start winning with your finances. Well, that's a wrap for this episode. Thanks for hanging out with me on Debt Sucks. Remember, adulting is hard, debt makes it harder, so take control one step at a time. And until next time, stay focused, stay strong, and stay debt-free.